Joining us is Michael Purvis, Tallbacken Capital Advisors, founder and chief market strategist. Wow, look at that. You know, you get one headline. We may be open to a partial deal. A lot of modifier. May, partial, and yet futures spiked 100 points.
It seems like it's China's answer to Trump tweets, right? You know, they can move the markets too.
Because it comes from China. People are holding more value,
right.
and I'm not knocking the administration. People are holding more value in headlines that come from China than come from us because we get headlines every day here and we don't over there.
Sure, there's a lot of, I think, Trump tweet weariness here, and I think we've never really fully, as this trade war has escalated over the last 18 months, we've never really fully appreciated sort of the China reaction function, right? What if is it a given that if Trump does completely give in to whatever they seem to want, where will they be? Will they completely come back to the table? When and if the White House so chooses them to. But look, I think at the end of the day, this headline is certainly very interesting. It really underscores how central trade is to the not just tick to tick, but sort of the broader market here. But look, to think that this is going to really portend some quick resolution to the trade war when Trump has promised in the State of the Union structural reform in China. That's a process that's not going to, be quickly resolved, to put it mildly here.
I don't really know anybody who expects we're going to get some great broad-based trade deal. I mean, Jim Cramer's been on the tape saying this, saying, listen, I don't think we're going to get a trade deal. Earlier in the show, I compared sort of the markets to an old Western, right? And the bad guys, you had the bad guys, right? And they're going to hole up in the saloon. And that is Brexit and the trade deal, and maybe the slowing economy. Then you got the good guys, right? The sheriffs, and that's going to be the ECB and the Fed. And I asked the guest who he thought might win. If we see one of the bad guys defect to the sheriff, I'm gonna deputize myself, and that would be the trade deal. If that sort of left that gang, you think that's going to give us another leg higher for the markets?
Look, if we were to get a decisive resolution to the trade deal, and in my view, I'm not sure we even know when we've gotten to that point, right? Because Trump has been so defining his presidency by this, or what's after China if he gets a trade deal there. But let's assume, just to play your argument through it, let's assume that that is the case. That is the single biggest thing. I would argue it's much more powerful to get a decisive and complete resolution to trade wars than it is for the Fed to cut 75 basis points at the next meeting, without question. I think that's where this is all going. If you look at CEO surveys for CapEx and so forth.
We have to go very quickly. In your latest note, you raised your S&P target, but you're not optimistic. You think markets end the year flat to maybe slightly down from here?
Correct, yes. I was at 2,700. I was among the lowest on the streets. I'm effectively marking to market my PE multiple. PEs have expanded a lot since last December when I put out that report. So it's really it's technically an upgrade, but it's really kind of like into year end. It's sort of, yes, I think we have to be very careful about how aggressively dips will be bought going into year end.
Shorter Purvis, we've made our money for the year. Michael, thank you very much.
Thanks.